Hey everyone, welcome to another 𝗲𝗀 Pilates and yoga workout. I'm excited. It's the second week of April that we're doing this and we're just gonna feel really good afterwards. We are gonna need a few things like a foam roller. There are some exercises we need a foam roller for and a set of weights. Now I'm using 2-pound weights here, but really, we're gonna do quite a bit of shoulder stuff, so just watch out if you're gonna go for the heavier weights. Make sure you have a set of lighter ones nearby just in case. And for this particular class, let's start first kneeling on the floor. We're gonna start with a couple stretches and some quick breathing things, and we'll get started. So when you're ready, you're gonna take a big inhale, pull the arms up, grab the right wrist, reach up and over to the left hand side, big deep breath. And grab the left wrist, reach up and over to the right hand side, big deep breath. All right, from here, we're gonna come onto our hands and knees. You're gonna walk your hands forward, find your plank position. If you can rest your knees down, great. Other than that, let's do some push-ups for 3, 2, and press your hips up and back into a pike. Walk your hands back, come up to standing, and pull the arms out, up and down to the floor, hands on the mat. Walk your hands forward. Give me another 3 push-ups, down for 3, 2, 1. Press your hips up and back into a pike. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet and slowly curl on up. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Reach the arms up and over. Reach to the floor. Hands on the mat. Walk it forward. And 3 push-ups. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. And push your hips up and back into a pike. Walk your hands back to your feet. Come up to standing. Reach the arms back, out and up, and exhale, dive the hands down around the spine. This is our last set of 3 push-ups. 2, 1. Press your hips up and back into a pike and hold it here. Take the left arm, reach it up to the ceiling, bending the right knee. And both hands down, bend the left knee, right arm up to the ceiling. And both hands down, walk your hands forward and rest your knees down. I'm gonna grab the foam roller here and we're gonna sit facing away from the foam roller, and then we're gonna lay down on the foam roller with our upper back on the foam roller and grab your weights in hand. Once the shoulder blades are on top of the foam roller, reach your arms up and overhead, giving your spine a little bit of back extension. It should actually feel really good for your chest. Exhale, arms forward and down by your hips, and inhale, up and over with those arms. Exhale, arms forward, down by the hips, and inhale, arms up, over. Exhale, arms forward, down by your hips. Inhale, arms up and over. Exhale, arms forward, down by your hips. Inhale, arms up and over. And exhale, arms down by your hips. Hold it here. And I'm gonna move the foam roller a little bit closer to me. Please make sure to adjust if you ever need to, but from here you're gonna keep your arms forward and then lift the right leg up, then the left leg in tabletop. Palms are facing up. Let's go ahead and give me a bicep curl as your legs straighten. Straighten the arms, bend the knees. Bend the elbows, but straighten the knees. So we're doing the opposite. As my legs stretch forward, my elbows are bending for a bicep curl. We're looking great, everyone. Okay, so we're just gonna keep it going here for just a few more. As your legs get lower, the exercise gets more challenging. Keep that in mind. All right, and now from here, we're gonna stretch the legs up to the sky. Reach the arms up and over, getting a last chest stretch, and then arms stay above the shoulders as the legs lower and lift. Legs lower and lift. In just a moment, we're gonna add a crisscross element with the arms going to the right as the left leg lowers down, but not right now. I just wanted to prep you guys for that in just a moment. Let's go last few here. Exhale to lower, inhale to lift. Now rotate to the right with your chest as your left leg goes down. Rotate to the left with your chest as the right leg goes down. And then just continue to alternate. It's kind of like scissors, but we're adding a crisscross element with the chest. And we're just going to keep it going here for just a few more. Getting a good tight rotation to the side. And bend the knees, rest the feet on the mat, reach the arms up and over. Giving your chest a little stretch, maybe lifting your hips if that feels good. All right, let's come all the way up to seated. And we're actually gonna move the foam roller underneath our feet. So move the foam roller, lay all the way down, and then you can adjust the foam roller underneath your feet, under your arches or your heels. Bend the elbows out to the side and reach the arms up, press the hips up. Bend the elbows, lower the hips, straight arms, hips up, bend elbows, hips down. Yes, the foam roller will move around a little bit. That's okay, that's part of the challenge. The elevation is kind of nice too because you can really feel your hips pressing up, hopefully connecting us to the back side of our legs. Keep the arms up, keep the hips up, push the foam roller forward a few inches, back a few inches, forward a few inches, back a few inches. Feeling the hamstrings come into play. Keep your hips up, keep your hips up. Tough love, but keep your hips up, please. All right, lower the hips back down. All right, when you're ready, let's move the foam roller just a tiny bit closer to you. We're gonna place the hips on top of the foam roller. So push the foam roller to your hips. Bring both of your legs to tabletop, open your arms. Close your arms as your legs lower. Open your arms as your legs lift. Close your arms as your legs lower. Open your arms as your legs lift. And keep it going. Feeling those low abs again, of course, but we have a little bit more support coming from the foam roller, which is why we're doing the arm work as well. And bend the knees, arms up, bend the elbows, weights over the forehead, and lower the feet down. Straight arms, legs to tabletop, elbows bent, lower the feet down, tap the mat. Now, I know you can't see my mat exactly, but you can see that I'm not just bending my knees to bring the feet down to the mat, and I'm really just barely tapping the mat with my toes. The more we can keep the 90-degree angle, the better position we are to add more load to our low abs. If you can't feel anything in this exercise, we're probably bending the knees too much and just dropping the feet instead of letting the knees and the thigh bone move forward, down, and up. All right, rest your arms down by your side, stretch the left leg up, right leg forward, scissor the legs, and scissor, and scissor, and scissor, and keep it going. Nice rhythmic pace, doing pulses, 2 pulses every time, and lower the legs, lift the legs up and over, lifting the hips off the foam roller, lower the hips down, lower the legs forward and down, lift up and over, lifting the hips, and lower the hips down. And again, lower, lift up and over, and exhale, lower the hips down, go forward, down, and up and over, and lower the hips down slowly. Good, bend the knees, rest the feet down. All right, we're gonna take that out, that foam roller, just set it off to the side. Straighten your legs, arms up, exhale, arms down, chest lift, roll on up to seated. All right, let's put our weights off to the side. Just grab one of your weights, come onto your side, bottom knee bent, top leg is flat. Press the hips away from the mat, top arm up straight, and top leg straight as well. Lower the arm, lift the leg, and reverse. Lower the arm, lift the leg, and reverse. Good. So as we're doing this, we're working the bottom side of the side of the body as the top arm and leg continuously move up and down, meeting each other and then away from each other, meeting each other and then away from each other. And we're just gonna keep that going, making sure that we lift the top leg up a little bit higher if we can. And remember to go at a consistent pace. And let's hold this next one. Bend the knee, bend the elbow, bring it in, and exhale, extend the arm and leg away from each other. As the leg extends out to the side, maybe back a little bit, the arm extends forward. Try not to drop the arms, try not to drop the legs, keep it parallel to the floor always. All right, and then from here, we're gonna hold the leg and arm out and swing the leg and arm in opposite directions. So as the leg goes forward, the arm goes back. And repeat. Here you can see my leg starting to drop down just because I'm getting a little bit tired with the leg. Sideline is always really tough, so if you're struggling with the sideline stuff, you're not alone. Most people tend to. And go ahead and relax it down. All right, from here, let's sit on our mat, facing the side. You're gonna hug the knees into the chest and roll it back, roll it forward. Come up to standing if you can, and repeat. Let's see if we can do that again. Don't worry if you can't come up to standing, by the way. Go ahead and roll it back, roll it forward, and if you can, come all the way up to standing. Yes, my feet are crossed, sorry, you can't see that in the frame, but I've got one foot in front of the other when I roll back, so that way when I come up to standing, my footing is already set to finish the full thing. Roll back, roll forward, and come up. Roll back, roll forward, and come up. We've got this, team. Keep it going. And roll it up to seated. Good job, everyone. All right, let's go ahead and do those same sideline exercises on the other side. So you're gonna start with one leg extended, top arm up to the ceiling with the weight, and you're gonna lift the leg, lower the arm, and repeat. Lift the leg, lower the arm, and repeat. Keep it going. Keep it going. We're just breathing. Don't forget to lift the waistline away from the floor. You're using your bottom hand to really push the mat away from you. Okay, let's go for 3, 2, 1. Lift the arm and leg up and bend the knee, bend the elbows, straighten them out. Bend the knee, bend the elbows, straighten them out. Good. Don't forget that your neck should be long. And remember, it's okay if it feels painful. It's okay if it feels tough. That's all right. I used to have an instructor that always used to say, what feels tough is what you should be doing. All right, swing the leg back, arm forward, and repeat. So remember, this one we're swinging the arm and the leg in opposite directions. So if both your arm and your leg are going forward at the same time, just pull something back, whether it's your arm or your leg. You guys got this. Keep the waistline up off of the floor. Don't forget to keep breathing. Yes, you're working the side body right here in this exercise as well as the top side. And reach the arm up and come all the way down onto your hands and knees. Push the hips back a little bit and take a big step forward with your left foot, hands interlace. Push the hips forward and back, just kind of warming up the hips, getting ready to come up to standing. Hold the stretch first though. All right, and then when you're ready, take both feet, ground them into the mat, come up to standing and bend both knees, lower it down. Come up to standing, bend those knees, lower it down. You can come up with the back leg to give a knee up kind of movement. There we go. Not quite a kick, but the knee is bent. Now, if this is a little too advanced, keep the back right leg on the floor and just continue those first few reps that we were doing of just kneeling and standing up. All right, bring it all the way back down and let's switch the leg. Right foot forward, left foot back. Push the hips forward and back, just kind of opening up the hips a little bit, giving yourself a little tiny stretch. Hold it here. Taking deep breaths. living life. All right, when you're ready, don't lose your balance like I just did. Interlace the fingers, and when you can, either come straight up to standing or come up to standing with the back left knee forward in tabletop, and then bring it back down into your lunge. And up and forward, and bring it back down. And up and forward, and bring it back down. Great job. Remember, if you need to modify, keep the back foot behind you on the floor and just bend and straighten your knees. You got this. I know it's going to get the body nice and warm, so that's always a good thing. Remember, that's all these Powerhouse workouts are about, is by like really utilizing everything that your body can do, both things that warm up, things that are slower, things that are quick, things that challenge you, things that stretch you, everything. All right, so grab your foam roller, lay all the way down on your belly. Reach both arms forward, arms straight, legs straight. And when you're ready, you're gonna lift the chin, lift the chest. The foam roller will naturally roll forward and back with your arms. And while I'm inhaling to lift and I move the foam roller, my arms are just pretty straight the entire time. Try not to bend your knees. And if you can, lift your legs off of the floor for a little bit more engagement through the glutes, through the hamstrings, through the low back, mid back, upper back. And keep going. Keep it going. We're doing great. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, exhale, lower. Go ahead and inhale. Hold it here and paddle the legs like you're swimming. You got this. I know these exercises you can't hear really clearly or you can't see really clearly because of the frame. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize until I was editing, that the camera was slightly off. All right, and relax. Very nice. Let's come all the way back up. And we're gonna put the foam roller kind of underneath the hips, underneath our quads. Put your forearms on the mat and pull yourself forward. So here we're just kind of rolling the foam roller up and down on the thigh until we find a pretty good position that we can maintain. But yeah, foam rolling the quads is always really important, especially if you struggle with low back pain, tightness, that sort of thing. And then when you find a tight spot, try bending your knees. It only gets more intense as you bend your knees and move the foam roller forward and back. Good. We're gonna hold it here, and whatever tightness you feel, you can lower the chest and lift the chest while your quads are on the foam roller. You can bend and straighten your legs. If this is a little too much movement for you and you're just dying on the foam roller with your quads, that's okay. Just stay still. It's not a problem. Anytime you take a break from this, you're more than welcome to. Although this looks like an exercise, which it can be, it's really about loosening up the quads, engaging the back side of the body, which is what we're doing. Just kind of moving the quads forward and back. Whew. All right, let's come up and off of that foam roller. And we're gonna put our shins on the foam roller, knees on the foam roller. Really, it's your shins. Hands forward, find a little bit of a plank position. Now, once you're here with your shins on the foam roller, tuck the knees in. You're gonna feel the legs roll up and down with the foam roller. Good. Now, do you have to, go all the way up to the knees? No, you don't. I'm kind of playing around with it. I'm trying to find what feels good for me and try it a couple times. Go ahead and adjust if you need to. But really, you want the foam roller to move from the knees to the ankles, knees to the ankles. If you've ever worked on the reformer, you kind of know what exercise I'm trying to emulate here with the foam roller. I like it. It taps into the core. Let's go last 2, 1, and rest your knees down. You can get rid of the foam roller or keep it. Reach the arms forward, lean back, and come up. Lean back with the entire body and come up. Try not to push your hips back or else you're cheating. Hold it back, lift the arms up and overhead and forward. Up and overhead and forward. We got it, team. Just the last few seconds of the class. Up and overhead, forward, and let's reach back, grab the heels, grab the ankles. We're really stretching out the front body, getting the back body to extend, taking deep breaths, and come all the way up. All right. Now from here, let's go ahead and turn around, face the foam roller, knees on the mat, hands on the foam roller. Roll the arms forward, coming into a little cat-cow movement with the foam roller rolling up and down the forearms. Rolling up and down the forearms. Last movement of the day, everyone. Should feel kind of nice, should feel good. If you don't like using the foam roller, get rid of it. We're looking great, and bring it back. All right, everyone, great work today. Don't forget, for live classes, full classes, visit 𝗟𝗶𝘃𝗀𝘀𝗲𝘀.com. I'll see you later.